Hello, everyone. Hi. All right. Let me make sure everything's working. It looks like it. I think I can see comments. I think we're good to go. Okay. So I just want to welcome everyone here. If you're here live, I know we're just getting started, but if you're here on the replay, just put hashtag replay in the comments because I'd love to know that you were able to make it, and let me know what you got out of it and how it felt for you. So I'll just start a little bit with some talking, and for people to start to get on. That way we can do it live with all of us here. So the first thing I want to talk about is just where self doubt comes from in the first place. And so I think for a lot of us, it's just so natural. We don't ever think about like where it came from, how it started, all of that. And as a mom of six, I can tell you that self doubt does not come pre wired into you. So, for most of us, we have learned self doubt. We've been conditioned to doubt ourselves, whether it's through life experiences or society, whatever. So, that being said, whenever we can identify something as some sort of conditioning, which almost everything is, we can start to unravel all of those cords that are binding us to it. Because self doubt is something that we did not come here on this planet for this lifetime already deciding we're going to doubt ourselves. If you watch a toddler, if you watch a baby, there's no self doubt in their minds, no self doubt in their lives, no self doubt at all. And so, I just wanted to bring that to our attention first and foremost because we are conditioned through life experiences that maybe we're not going to succeed, maybe we're going to embarrass ourselves, maybe somebody's going to say something that will make us feel like one way or another about it. And so when we have that conditioning, which if you think about conditioning, it's almost like this bottom layer of something. So if you think about if almost like a foundation, and I don't want to say that because it doesn't have to be something that your life is built on, but it is something that's so ingrained in who you are that you often don't see it, or you don't see that it was put there. And it doesn't have to stay there, and it doesn't even have to be part of your reality. So I think for all of us, self doubt comes up. And when we can start to see it as like this, almost like a foreign object, okay, so self doubt was conditioned, and I feel self doubt about this. Where did it come from? And if you can't even identify it, you can even just acknowledge, okay, I see it and I notice it, but it doesn't have to be there. So I don't have to play into the role of self doubt anymore. And so that's why I think, doing this hypnosis is almost like retraining your brain to realize that self doubt is a foreign object. So that's the cool thing about hypnosis that I love. So I do want to kind of explain, if you've never experienced any kind of subconscious reprogramming or hypnosis, I want to explain that hypnosis is not like the the thing that you see on TV, or maybe you've gone to one of those shows, right? Where it's all like this dramatic act where people are clucking like a chicken, or that kind of thing. It's nothing like that because it's all self-led. It's all self-guided. It's more of like this relaxed state where your brain can take better suggestions. So, for example, if you are driving your car on a path that you drive consistently, we've all been in that moment where we arrived and we're like, oh gosh, I wasn't even paying attention to how I got here. Why? Because you already know how to get there, right? You're driving and you already know the path to get there. So your brain kind of takes over, and you can think about other things. You can kind of wander around, in your mind, like you're going to get there anyway because you already know how to. And then you arrive, and then you're like, oh gosh, I was almost like I was in a trance driving. I've heard people say that. It's very similar to that. So you're just getting into this very relaxed state where you're allowing your subconscious to listen, where you're allowing your subconscious to come forward and be taught what you want, right? And if you think about it, it's no different than childhood. So children up until the age of, I believe it's 5 or 7, I can't remember exactly, are in this state of being always. They're always being taught. And if you watch kids, they're parroting, what you say. Like they're copying what you've told them. They're copying what they see. They have no like reference of reality outside of their own environment. And it's kind of the same thing. The things that have been taught to you in childhood, the things that have been taught to you through life experiences, your subconscious mind is literally created to make ruts so that things can be easier, right? Nobody wants to have to consciously think about how they're going to get to the same destination every single day. Like you drive home, you know where your home is. You don't want to have to think, or nowadays put it in your GPS on how to get to your house. Thank God for your subconscious, right? I mean, I think that all the time. I remember even being a kid and noticing times where I would do things and I'd be like, wow, that's so cool that I remembered how to do that after practice, you know? And so it's the same kind of thing. And your subconscious mind controls 95% of what you do. That's why it's so important to tell it what you want it to do, right? So it's a glorious feeling to be able to drive home without having to think of which roads to turn on, all that kind of thing, right? It's a glorious thing when you teach your subconscious mind what you want it to think, and it does it, okay? So that's where we are tonight. That's why we're here, right? Because we're going to teach your subconscious mind that self-doubt is not where we're going anymore, right? And so I just do want to preface with some examples of how that self-doubt got there. And so for all of us, it's something different. But let me just talk about some examples so you can start to see how the foundation was laid for this. So I'll give you an example in childhood. So you go to take a test at school. You've been studying for a whole week on how to get all the answers right, right? You know all your stuff. You get there, you take your test, you panic, and you think to yourself, oh my gosh, what if I can't do this? The self-doubt comes in, and you start to think, what if I forget everything that I ever knew or learned? And then you bomb the test. It creates these belief patterns within you that you're terrible at test, or you're no good at remembering things, right? So it's creating that self-doubt as a preface for everything you're going to do moving forward. And the same thing happens in lots of different ways. Let's say you have a crush on someone as a teenager, and you let your, intentions be known that you have a crush on them, and they're like, well, I don't really like you like that. I like your friend, or something like that. The self-doubt starts to come in. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not pretty enough. Maybe I'm not whatever. And so you doubt yourself. You doubt your ability to be attractive or whatever it is. Or you put something out there in your business and nobody buys it. And that creates this foundation of self-doubt. Like, I don't know if I can create stuff that people will like. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can convey the importance of this or whatever. It creates this self-doubt. You're in a relationship, and the person, maybe it's a simple thing like the person was busy or sad or distracted, and you're trying to share your heart and they didn't receive it. You create self-doubt within you that maybe you're not worth like listening to, or you're not worth caring about. Or maybe even worse, you're in some kind of toxic relationship where the person takes control and power from belittling or demeaning you. Then the self-doubt comes in, because then they're training you to have self-doubt to keep the upper hand. And see how this is all like this conditioning that's like laying underneath everything you're doing. And there it is, just sitting there, waiting to rear its ugly head whenever something comes up. And your subconscious, which controls 95% of everything that you do, is like, wait a second, I don't know if we should put ourselves out there. I don't know if we're worthy of this. I don't know if anyone will care. And the self-doubt starts to run the show. And that's where we are. Okay? So now you can kind of identify where this is coming from. Maybe some things came up for you in this moment where you were like, yeah, I do remember things like that happening, or I do see how I would feel self-doubt, in this area of my business or in my relationship or whatever it is. Okay? So now that you have that, energy coming up for you, what we're going to do is we're going to get into a really comfortable position, whether that's sitting or laying down, whatever's working for you, okay? And then at the beginning, I'm going to have you roll your eyes up as though you're looking at your eyebrows. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to take off my glasses, and you're going to look up at your eyebrows like this, all the way up. It'll feel a little like tightness in your eyes. That's perfect. And what that does is allows you to go into a calmer state quickly, okay? And remember, at any moment, you can open your eyes and be done with it instantaneously. Or you can just decide, I'm done with this, open your eyes and move on with your life. You are not in any, I'm going to become a chicken state, okay? You're just in a calm state where we can move through these areas of self-doubt and allow them to release, okay? So it's simple, easy peasy. All you have to do is relax, okay? Now I'm also going to guide you, once we're in this state, we are going to go along a time, like a time train or whatever you want to call it, okay? And in that, I'm going to ask you to stop in certain moments. And the very, very first number that comes to your mind, so you're there in 3, go with that. There's no like overthinking this. There's no complicating this. If no number comes to your mind, just stay relaxed, because your subconscious mind may not be alerting you to the number, but it is going exactly where it needs to go to do exactly what it needs to do. So there is no doing this wrong, right? There's nothing you can do to mess this up. Nothing you can do to make this not work, right? It's just all going to work for you on the level that it needs to, and it's all going to be perfect, and it's all going to be great, okay? So I don't want you to overthink it. I don't want you to think you're doing anything wrong if something doesn't come up, or you don't hear something, or you don't see something, or any of that. Just, you're doing perfect, okay? So I want to preface with that. Just stay relaxed, stay calm, and if at any point you're just like, I don't want anything to do with this, or I'm not really comfortable with this, open your eyes. Easy peasy, okay? So, all that said, here we go. So I just want you to get into a really comfortable position, and where, you're relaxed, your body's relaxed. Like I said, whether that's sitting or laying down, whatever works for you. Okay. Perfect. Now I want you to roll your eyes up as though you're looking up into your eyebrows. And I want you to take a deep breath in and out. And if you're blinking, that's perfect. That's exactly what's supposed to be happening. So keeping your eyes rolled up, take another deep breath in and relax. Okay, and this third one, I want you to keep your eyes rolled all the way up, taking a deep, deep breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to let your eyelids close shut. And just begin to let your breath return to normal. Breathing in and out, just normally. Your eyes are relaxed and calm. And I want you to tip your chin down just a little bit, as though you're looking over a balcony or down a flight of stairs. And now I just want you to imagine that you've come to a flight of stairs. And we're just going to take 10 steps descending. You can see your foot touching the 10th step as you go deeper and more relaxed. Now you can hear your foot touching the 9th step as you can feel your body relaxing. Your shoulders are relaxing, your arms are relaxing as you hear your foot touch the 8th step. And feel your foot touch the 7th step as you go deeper and deeper into a more relaxed state. You can hear your feet touch your 6th step as you notice that every sound around you causes you to go even deeper. As your foot touches the 5th step, you're halfway down. Breathing in, breathing out as you go even deeper. On the 4th step and the 3rd step, as you go deeper and deeper still. Now you're on the 3rd step and the 2nd step, and you can feel your whole body relaxing. Your arms are relaxed, your body's relaxed, your legs are relaxed. As you step onto the 1st step, you can feel your feet begin to relax. And now there's nothing you need to do as you feel your body in this calm, peaceful state. And you go deeper and deeper now. You're so calm and relaxed. Your eyelids feel completely relaxed, almost as though they're glued shut, sealed shut. And you go even deeper. You're so calm, you couldn't even open your eyelids if you tried, because you're so relaxed as you go even deeper now. And now I want you to imagine that you walk up to a timeline. To the left, you're going into the future. To the right, you're going into the past. I want you to imagine that you're boarding a train, a relaxing, calm train. And as you sit down, you notice that the train begins to move backwards through your timeline of your life. Starting now with today and moving back, it's going back further, hours, days, weeks, months, and even years back, further and further. It's going back to a moment, to a time in your life when you felt such a feeling of needing to doubt yourself. Maybe you didn't accomplish something you want to accomplish. Maybe it's something someone said to you. Your subconscious knows the exact moment to go back to. Or going back and back. And now I want you to think of the first age that comes to mind. Remember not to overthink it, whatever number comes to mind. And I want you to take a breath and allow your mind to just bring a memory a feeling, an example that's showing up for you right now. And just look around into that memory, that example. Maybe it's just a feeling. And look for that moment when you started to doubt yourself, when you started to feel like maybe you couldn't accomplish everything you wanted to accomplish, that maybe you weren't good enough. And notice that moment. And as you look at that moment, I want you to notice how you felt in your body. Okay, good. Now we're going to move on to another moment, another time, another feeling in your life when self-doubt stopped you from having what you wanted, stopped you from accomplishing what you wanted to accomplish. And now we're moving back days, weeks, months, years, moving back. And now we're stopping at a time, at a date, at a memory. How old are you now? The first number that comes to your mind. Excellent. And just allow your mind to bring up a memory, a feeling, a thought, and allow that to come forth in your mind. Maybe you look around, maybe you see the memory, maybe you remember it, maybe you feel it. Maybe you just remember what you felt like. I want you to notice all the details that are coming to you. Notice how you feel in your body. And just sit with that for a minute and look around. Receive all that you need to receive from this. Excellent. Now we're leaving this scene. And just allow your mind to guide you, whether you're going forward or back in time. Maybe it's a time as an adult, maybe as a child, maybe as a teenager. Allow your mind to just bring you to the next memory. Allow it to move days, months, weeks, in whatever direction it wants, to guide you to this pivotal moment when you decided that confidence was foolish, that you needed to have self-doubt. The self-doubt was what kept you safe, kept you from being embarrassed. Your mind is taking you to this exact moment, this exact pivotal moment in your life when your subconscious decided that self-doubt was imperative for you to not make a fool of yourself, for you to stay in check, for you to be humble. You're going right to that moment now. How old are you? Perfect. Now looking around into this feeling, into this memory, into this thought, whatever your subconscious mind is showing you right now. I want you to let yourself feel these feelings, observe the feeling, observe the thought. Just become aware now to what you were thinking, what decisions you made in this moment, that it would benefit you to have self-doubt. Whether you were a child or a teenager or even adult, notice the thoughts and the beliefs and the vows that you made in this moment to keep yourself safe and grounded. And just take a moment to receive whatever it is that you need from this moment, from this memory. close out this memory. And we're going to move forward on this timeline back to today. Moving forward and forward, months, weeks, years. Coming right back to this moment today. The beliefs that you hold today. The thoughts that you carry today. And just allowing yourself to put your hand gently on your heart. And allowing yourself to receive these new beliefs, these new codes that are going to live within you now. You're releasing and letting go of all of the vows, all of the beliefs that you picked up along your life to keep you safe, to keep you grounded, and you're letting those go now. Those don't serve you anymore. And now you're downloading what it feels like to be confident, to be bold, to move forward without this looming self-doubt in every decision you make. You're grounding into this feeling of knowing that every choice you make, every thought you think, every decision you take action on is moving you in the direction of where you want to be. Even if it doesn't turn out how you think it's supposed to, it's moving you in the direction of where you want to be. The desires of your heart are guiding you like a compass straight to the life that you desire. And now you're grounding into this strong self-confidence, into this boldness. I want you to feel this tingling, this firmness in the bottom of your feet as your energy is grounding into this knowing that who you are and everything that you decide to do moving forward will take you to the life that you desire. It will take you to the dreams that you dream of, the thoughts that you think about how you want your life to be, the vision boards you make, everything you want to manifest and everything you don't even know you want to manifest yet. Every decision is leading you there. It's leading you to exactly where you want to be. Grounding into that knowing, grounding into that confidence, feeling that confidence flowing from the top of your head down through your mind, knowing, confidence, boldness, down through your eyes, your mouth, your face. Your shoulders are strong. You sit up stronger. You sit up more straight now. Your back is straighter. If you've been feeling pain or aching in your back, that is leaving now. That self-doubt is now leaving your back. If you've been feeling fear or worry in your stomach, that is leaving now. Your stomach is letting go of that need to worry and fear and alert you through stomach aches. It's letting go now. And this confidence and this boldness in your ability to self-guide yourself, to follow your own passions, to follow your desires, to follow what you feel guided to in this moment, to follow God, the universe, however you see it, it's guiding you. That confidence is flowing down through your body now, through your legs, and down out of the bottom of your feet, grounding you into the confidence that is in the earth, the confidence that flows through every tree, every flower, all of nature, all of the earth is grounded in a confidence, in a boldness. The tree grows right where it wants to. It doesn't ask permission. It doesn't ask if it's going to fail or if it's going to succeed. It just grows. You are grounded into that confidence now, allowing that boldness to ground into who you are. And I want you to just say out loud, I am bold. I am confident and I trust myself. Take a deep breath in and let that feeling of I trust myself to flow through every fiber of your being, every cell of your body. You now are coated with this confidence. Self-doubt is now foreign to you. When you decide to do something, you move forward. You know that it will move you exactly where it's supposed to at the exact right time. There is no failure. There's simply moving forward, and you are grounded in that confidence now. Letting that permeate every little cell in your body. Taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to begin to move your fingers and your toes. Allowing gratitude to fill your heart for the shift and the change that just happened within you. And you can begin to open your eyes now. Take a deep breath in. So thankful for that shift, for that change, for that healing that happened within you. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. So now the energy shifted. You've been downloaded with that confidence and that boldness. And whenever that self-doubt comes up, you can see it as part of your past, part of who you used to be. You can see it as a foreign thing to you now. Like, that's weird. It's a foreign thought. Yeah, I remember when I used to feel that way. I remember when I used to be scared to do things. But now I know everything is moving me where I need to go. Even if it doesn't turn out like you think it will, that's not failure. It's still moving forward. Right? Okay, beautiful. Now what I want you to do is to make sure over the next couple of days that you drink a lot of extra water, allowing that energy to flow in and the old energy to flow out. And if you feel extra tired, take a little nap. Set your timer for 10 minutes and take a little nap. And yeah, so just leave in the comments how that landed for you. And I was really glad that you're here, and I love you. And if you are ready to make this kind of powerful shift consistent in your life, this is what I do in my one-on-one world. Not necessarily always hypnosis, but it's always energy work. It's always this powerful energy shift. This is my gift, shifting energy quickly. And so if you are ready to take your life to this next level, and this level of power, and this level of commitment to yourself, send me a DM and I can talk to you about the one-on-one spots that I have open. And if you're not quite ready to make that shift into this power yourself, in such a big, in such a strong container where you're creating momentum consistently, then I do have where I make you your own personalized hypnosis. You tell me what you are working on right now, whether it's something you want to heal or it's something that you want to create momentum in. Maybe you want to hit a next money goal. Maybe you want to give up some habit that you have. Maybe you want to ground into feeling more confident, more loved, more whatever it is. I have a special on my personalized hypnosis right now. They're only $111. And then if you want to get the packet where you get access to the GPS magic wand, which takes you step by step through unveiling exactly how you want your life to be, and then I create the hypnosis off of that. These are so powerful. That is also part of working one-on-one with me, but if you just want that part of it, then you can get that bundle. So that's what I have available right now. And of course, everyone who works one-on-one with me gets access to all my programs and, a monthly hypnosis that I do for you and the GPS magic wand. So if you have any questions or you want to work together, just send me a DM and we can talk about it and see if you're a good fit. Okay, I love you. Have a good night.